Hi everyone, and welcome to Frank Tufano News, your one and only news source for all things Frank Tufano, and today we have a follow-up story. So a couple days ago, I uploaded a video criticizing Frank for homophobia. He uploaded a video that was just blatantly homophobic. He was using pejorative terms like butt buddy, and he was also shaming people for their sexuality, shaming them for being gay or effeminate. And of course, I criticized him for that, and I also brought up his old Chatterbait account called Broke, Dark, and Handsome, where he would perform sex acts in front of gay men for money, including inserting dildos into his own ass. So considering that he has this history, considering that he's very likely gay himself, I think it's incredibly hypocritical for him to make these homophobic remarks. I think he's probably gay, and he's just self-hating, and he's projecting his own insecurities onto other people. Well, after I made that video, Frank didn't learn his lesson. He has continued with this homophobic nonsense. Just recently, he made a community post stating, "I'm not quite sure why so many vegans and carnivores are obsessed with proving me gay. It doesn't change that a vegan or feedlot beef diet will turn you into an estrogenic fairy boy that lives in the steam room. Also, stop DMing me, guys. I'm not attracted to men." And Frank has also uploaded more videos, live streams, again, using these pejorative terms like butt buddies, shaming people for their sexuality, shaming them for being gay.
Interesting thumbnail today. Oh, it was very interesting. I had fun with that one. If you guys didn't see the video today, let me bring up the thumbnail. Let's see. If you guys are curious about what's going on at the Carnivore Ranch. What's going on at Carnivore Ranch? Is that what they're doing? Is that why they're supporting each other? I mean, it sure seems like it. They're awfully friendly when they talk to each other on those podcasts. I don't know. That's up to me.
Now, I'm inclined to believe those people are an organized group of Satan-worshipping butt buddies, but I'm also a fairly open-minded individual. And if you can't beat them, join them. See you boys at Ram Ranch. 18 naked Cargill cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Woo-wee! Ram Ranch really rocks. That being said, my carnivore buddies do spend a little extra time in the showers at Ram Ranch after I leave. Now, before y'all think I'm crazy, hear me out on this one. At Ram Ranch, we have the givers and the receivers. In the context of the Cargill cowboy community, we call these bottoms and tops. I myself prefer to identify as neither, as I don't participate in such satanic activities. Love me, you good woman. If you think about it, when you consume feedlot beef, you essentially become a bottom. I am under the inclination that these fellow carnivores, whatever you might have it, have a secret goal to their conspiracy. They want to have their select of the litter. They want every male possible to be a susceptible bottom. So, by making every meal estrogenic and hiding their little testosterone secret, they have created their own cult, or their own boy-man cult against other people's will. And I don't know what to say.
Yeah, so that was hard to listen to for a few reasons. If you thought Frank's homophobia was bad before, well, now he's cranked it up to level 1000, now that his Chatterbait account got leaked and everyone's convinced he's gay. He's just trying to just ultra compensate for that by acting as if, oh, I can't be gay because I really, really hate gay people. He actually likened homosexuality to Satanism and pure evil, and he's come up with some sort of conspiracy theory that large food corporations are trying to turn everyone gay through food, as if that's even just chemically, biologically possible. It is nonsense. This sort of shit is just absolutely disgusting. I don't see what Frank is saying is any different from just racism. At this point, Frank is basically a KKK member, but rather than going after black people, he's going after gay people. And if that's not bad enough, well, now Frank is also supporting sexism. In a recent live stream, he claimed that he's not interested in getting married and having a long-term relationship with a woman because he thinks pretty much all women are whores.
How do you feel about marriage, a legal contract? What about children breeding more? Thoughts? I love me. What do you mean children breeding? You know, if you guys, at a young age, I was fortunate enough to meet, I don't know, fortunate or unfortunate. It depends on which way you look at it. Some very, I wouldn't say dirty college girls, but it is surprising how many dudes a woman will sleep with by the time she's in her mid-20s. And after knowing that simple statistic myself, I've had a very hard time with the thought of marriage.
Yeah, so Frank isn't interested in long-term relationships with women because they're whores. They sleep with too many dudes. Well, Frank, it turns out that you've slept with your fair share of men yourself. On Frank's Chatterbait account, he made a video where he admitted that he worked as an escort, where he would have sex with both men and women, and he admitted that he has slept with a large amount of men.
I mean, maybe, honestly, the main reason, I wouldn't have sex with nearly as many dudes if I didn't escort, that's for sure. I mean, I'm like 80% in favor towards girls.
So now we finally have it straight from the horse's mouth. After denying it for so long, saying that he isn't gay, that he's never had sex with men, well, now we have video evidence, you on camera saying that you are gay or at least bisexual, and you've had sex with many men because you used to work as a male escort. And this comes after you making videos about how being gay is evil, about how it's shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself if you have sex with men, especially if you're a bottom, you take it up the butt. You've claimed that food is making everyone gay, which is ridiculous. And you've shamed women for being promiscuous. You literally worked as a prostitute. You got paid to have sex for money. You admitted it on camera. What does that make you? Does that make you a dirty whore like all these women that you're not interested in having relationships with? So clearly, Frank is just projecting his own insecurities onto other people. When he shames people for being gay, when he shames women for being promiscuous, well, that's what he is. He's gay or at least bisexual. He's promiscuous. And he's insecure about that, so he projects those insecurities onto everyone else. And again, I don't mean to criticize Frank for being gay. I don't want anyone to, misinterpret that. I just want to point out this blatant hypocrisy and how I'm sick and fed up of, Frank supporting homophobia and promoting hatred against people like himself. It's just sick. And Frank also, continued on in this video talking about some sort of television show he was on. Frank has tried to go into the entertainment industry, and he went on about his sexuality and being on some sort of a game show, I think.
I mean, honestly, listen, I probably have no shot at being on the show, right? But if I did end up on a show, I'd probably be with girls. You probably wouldn't see me with a guy. No, I mean, if you didn't honestly, if you didn't know you probably wouldn't be able to tell I was gay on the show. You probably would not see me do anything with a guy or, at all. What do you do with guys? I do whatever they want. Have you escorted for a woman? Not yet. I haven't met a girl that would bitch. I mean, I haven't. Might pump up the ratings if by. No, I'll probably do it. I don't really care, dude. What did you get an audition for? The Real World? But dude, how would it be if I came out, if I said I was bi and I fool around with guys, but I don't know. I'm not much of an advocate for how do you say, LGBT thing? I'm not much of an advocate for that shit, to be honest. I don't really care. Do what the fuck you want, dude. If I was on that show, imagine the perspective it would be. Yeah, I'd probably want to be myself. I'd be myself for sure. I'm generally a silly guy and don't take anything seriously. But wouldn't it be silly if for the first 5 episodes, I'm just hitting on girls and everyone thinks I'm straight, and then someone has a conversation with me. Have you ever been with a guy? And I'm like, yeah, I've sucked a few dicks, Can you say that and not be gay? Is that possible? Can you say I've sucked cock and not be gay? Is that I sucked a few cocks, you know.
So in that last part of the video, Frank said a number of interesting things. Even though he said he's bisexual, he admitted that while doing escort work, he only ever serviced men. He never had any female escort clients. And he also admitted that he'd do anything the male clients asked. So even though Frank shames men for being fairy boys, for being bottoms, for being on the receiving end of things, Frank has probably done that himself many times, so he's a huge hypocrite. And he also said that he doesn't care about LGBTQ, gay rights, or anything like that. So it just proves how selfish he is, that he only cares about himself. Frank is putting on this homophobic act, I think because he thinks it benefits him that people think he's straight. I think what he's doing here is he's trying to fearmonger people into buying his grass-fed beef. He has a grass-fed beef business. And he's saying that, oh, if you buy that other meat, it'll make you gay. If you buy my meat, it won't make you gay. It's really weird and pathetic. Again, he also fantasized about going on a TV show, giving dudes blowjobs. So, look, the jig is up, Frank. Everyone knows now, like, you've said you're bisexual. I think you have at least a strong preference towards men, but it's neither here nor there. There's nothing shameful about doing sex work. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of, being an escort or a prostitute. There's nothing shameful about being gay. These are just personal choices that don't harm anyone. So why are you trying to shame people for doing any of these things? Being promiscuous, having a certain sexual preferences. It's sick, it's disgusting, and Frank, this benefits you in no way. I don't think, promoting this homophobia is benefiting you personally, benefiting your business. I don't see how it will improve your quality of life, making people hate people like you. So just do yourself a favor now, Frank, and just stop. You don't have to come out of the closet if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Just stop with the homophobic remarks. And normally I don't support censorship. I'm a huge free speech advocate. But Frank is trying to censor these videos where I expose his lies, hypocrisy, his homophobia. He tried to put a privacy complaint on my video where I was forced to censor out his face. So I think Frank should have a taste of his own medicine. If he wants to censor my videos, I think we should try to censor his videos. And if any of his videos contain any homophobia that offends you, I recommend reporting it to YouTube. YouTube has tools where you can easily report a video for hate speech, homophobia. You can even give a detailed explanation of what's going on. So with that said, I don't know what to say. This is just a really kind of sad story that someone is so ashamed of themselves that, they go to these sorts of lengths to hide it.